Hello! Hello! Happy Tuesday! Happy Tuesday! I hope everyone's doing well. Also, rip headphone users if I just blew your ears out. Rip headphone users. But, Happy Bell Day. Yeah, Happy Bell Day. Every day is Bell Day for me. And every day should be Bell Day for you. Every day should be Bell Day for you. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for throwing stuff at me. Thank you for the nuts. Thank you. I can always look forward to starting streaming.
So what
just
were we
getting
doing in your
all the
head, Belle?
nuts from
I need to
Ash.
know, for science.
Ash and her nuts, as always. What do you think you were doing in my head? What do you think you were doing in my head? Was it comfy in there? Was it comfy in my head? You looked pretty comfy in my head. On that other outfit. I don't know what other outfit you're talking about. I'm always dressed like this. Always dressed nice and cute and professional.
Very comfy. Lots of empty space.
Lots of empty space, huh? Lots of empty space. Interesting. Well, that'll probably be lots of empty space because your living space is so roomy. It's so roomy. You have such a huge mansion from probably making a bunch of money from getting through the first round of VShojo auditions. Did you make it? Apparently they sent out their emails. Apparently they sent out the emails to the people who made it. You know who didn't make it? It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes life gives you lemons, but it's fine. Alright? It's fine if I didn't make it to VShojo. It's fine if I probably didn't make it into VTherm. It's fine if my dad was freaking mansplaining my own job to me earlier today. It's fine. Because the grind doesn't stop, okay? Listen to me, the grind doesn't stop. We even when the going gets tough, we fucking persist through, alright? Alright? It was a day for me. I'm not gonna lie, it was a day for me. Okay? Seeing that tweet from Panini. Hold on, let me bring it up. It filled me simultaneously with minor disappointment, and also it was still very reassuring. Do. Princess. I like that. But that's been a mood for me today. And I was really feeling it for a little bit. But we pulled it together. We hyped ourselves up. We were like, yeah, we're still freaking the best, okay? We are still the best. And we will continue to be the best because the grind don't stop. We're winners and we keep going. I am the best. You know it. You know I'm the best. You knew it all along, within your heart of hearts. But it was this tweet. Boom. This was the tweet where I was like, kind of sad, but also Panini is so inspiring. Panini is a real one. Because even though we didn't make it, Panini made sure to let us know that it's valid and we just need to keep going, right? Because we gonna make it. Alright? But yeah. Today, that's been today for me. Today has been like a Thank you, Gojo. Thank you for throwing shit at me. What about her? Hmm? Are you saying Panini is my mom? Maybe Panini is my mom. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Panini... I think Panini has a super cute character design. So I think it'd be cool to be Panini's daughter. What do you mean thirsty? What do you mean thirsty? I've got plenty of aqua right next to me. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. The taste of nice clean water. I've been trying to cut out sugary drinks from my life because I have a really big sweet tooth and I love soda. But the other day I remember, I don't know, I've known like my whole life that soda's bad, and I basically have like this on and off kick of like, I'll realize it's bad and then I'll quit, and then somehow for some reason I'll drink a little and then I'll be like, oh, I can do a little more, and then suddenly I'm drinking soda regularly again. But the other day I think I was watching one of Ludwig's videos, and one of the pieces of advice that he got was just cut the soda out of your life. So I was like, okay, it's a sign. It's a sign. Time to quit soda again. You only drink 0-cal soda? Well, good for you. I think diet soda makes me feel awful. It makes my taste buds feel like they're being chemically poisoned. So, I don't know. But normal soda, the sugar. I love sugar. I love sweets. You can make me feel better? You're the full cal version? Delicious. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was like 2 p.m. or something like that when I saw the tweets from VShojo, and I was like, and then I went out, I took a walk, got some fresh air. It was blazing hot out though. It is toasty here. I feel like summer should be like more or less on its way out, right? But it's toasty. And, out there, part of me, sad, but part of me, like, really, like, just amped myself up. I was like, fuck it. We keep grinding. Like your mom grinded on me. Just keeps going. Why are you bonking me, Gojo? Why are you bonking me? Grind. Exactly. But yeah, I mean, that was that. Oh, what else happened today? I mean, I've been looking into new jobs. I've been applying to, well, not super applying. Thank you for throwing more stuff at me. I was applying to some other jobs I was interested in at another company where one of my friends work, and she, hooked me up with a hiring manager's email address, right? And I applied to like a job there like late last week. Day one, say like the morning after I applied, already rejection email from their system. But I talked to my friend who worked there, and she's like, oh, give me the rec number. I'll find you the hiring manager. And so I sent the hiring manager an email this morning. No response. So whole day L's. But it's fine. It's gonna be okay, because we're gonna get a cooler, newer, better paying job, and then we're gonna become a super mega Oshi super streamer, mega next gen VShojo. Exactly, Gojo. Rejected. It's the story of my life. It's the story of my life. It's the story of my life. But that's fine. fine. That's fine. I promise. I'm not in pain or anything. I'm not in pain. I'm not crying on the inside. I'm not brutally sad that no one wants me and that even my dad feels like
Let's
he
make
needs
our
to
own
explain what
VTuber
I do to
agency
me.
with blackjack and hookers.
You had me at hookers. You had me at hookers. Why does AutoMod block it, but it still goes through text-to-speech? Who knows? Is that a security flaw? I think it is. I think that's a huge flaw, but I don't know how to fix it, so... I guess we're just toast. I guess we're just toast. We're cooked, mega cooked, like I was when I was walking outside today in the sun, I'm probably gonna get skin cancer. But the cookedness is, it is what it is. We roll with the punches, right? I mean, today I wanted to teach a lesson, and you know who didn't prep her lesson for today? You know who's got 2 thumbs and didn't prep her lesson for today? This gal. This gal's got 2. I can't do thumbs up at myself to show that my 2 thumbs, but I promise it's me.
Your mom?
Don't talk about Panini like that. Don't talk about Panini like that. But it's fine. It's fine. Well,
Select asterisk from users. Drop
didn't-
table.
huh? Huh? We didn't prep our lesson plan today, but fuck it, we ball, right? Fuck it, we ball. So we're gonna do this lesson. What's the? There's some word for like freestyle, but what I wanted to say, what my first instinct to say was a la carte, but that's definitely the wrong set of words. We're gonna do this lesson a la carte now. Well, a la carte is like not part of a combo meal, right? That's what a la carte means? I don't know. I don't know because I never really paid attention to the meanings of those fancy words. But what word was I thinking of? I feel like there's a fancy French sounding word for like impromptu, you know? Combo number 1. Combo number 1. Do I come with fries and a drink? Fries and a drink? Would you like to would you like to supersize that? Wait. Don't supersize it. Don't supersize it. We're not doing the Bowberry thing here. We're not doing that here. Don't do that here. Don't do that here. Bell, hi. Not as wide as your mom. Not as wide as your mom. But how are your days? How are your Tuesdays? Tuesday days. Days of 2. The day of number 2. Is it Tuesday because it's the second weekday? 2? I feel like that's a reasonable explanation, and I feel like I could deceive people into believing that, but there's no foundation to that idea. And I think sometimes us engineers have a problem of just like we develop an explanation in our heads and then we just present it so confidently that it seems like we know it to be true, because I know one of my coworkers does that apparently too. And he does the same thing where he'll like in his head thinks up an explanation and then just says it so confidently that it's fact. And his wife called him out on it. His wife was like, do you actually know that? Or are you just making stuff up? Because you say it like it's fact. And he's like, oh, I guess I don't know. I guess I don't know. They were thinking they should start like a YouTube channel or a video series of him just saying things where people just ask him, and he just comes up with explanations, and we don't know if if he's pulling them out of his butt or not. Supersized Belle is me, but 20 feet tall? Do you know, that sounds so awful to find a bed to fit in. What bed fits someone 20 feet tall? And we know we need beds. You know what we need beds for? Sleeping.
Please explain the physics behind being 20 feet tall, Ty.
Well, you take me and you stack approximately 3.5 of me on top of each other, and then you put a trench coat, and then it's me. 20 feet tall. 20 feet tall. Step on you. Is that what you're into? Is that what you want? Let me go get my boots, because I don't want you anywhere near my feet. Rax, you came back to normal Ash conversation. Normal Ash conversation. It's the ashiest of conversations. The ashiest of conversations. Boom. Boom. Curb stomp you? Who came up with that idea? What sicko came up with this means of ending people? Like, you must be some real sort of fucked up to think of that. Not as fucked up as your mom, though. Anyway. Is my style? Yep. You guys can see, right? You guys can see. Can you read? Can you read?
Mother, forgive me,
Is it
for I
clear
have
enough
sinned.
to read? You sinned? How did you sin, child? And it's not mother, it's mommy. No. Good, Mr. E, because neither can I. That's not gonna stop me, because I can't read. That's how I should have responded when VShojo was like, oh, we already sent out all the emails. If you didn't get an email, you didn't get it. I should have just responded, that's not gonna stop me, because I can't read. You see, that's why I didn't get it. My sense of humor is too delayed. I need processing time to think about it. To think about it and come up with my witty responses. I can't do it on the fly like Michi or Mata or Henya. Delulu's the Salulu. Exactly. Exactly. But it's not delusion. It's not delusion because I'm actually the next rising star. Alright? I'm actually the next Gargura. It's, yeah. Me and you are real. We're real, and there's real chemistry, and real biology, and real human beings. Wait, why the A's? Why are you guys typing A's in chat? Huh? Is it because that's the grade you're gonna get on all your future STEM tests ever because you're learning from me, the best ever? The Breakable PE? Fake Gooba fan? Eh? What did I miss? Did I not? What? I'm so confused. Wait, did I not say... Did I not say an A in her name? I thought I said Gargura. Wait, am I not supposed to say that? Am I not supposed to say that? I am not a fan, by the way. I just know she's the biggest. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. I need to turn on my AC because it is freaking hot. It's freaking hot. Guys, don't ever go anywhere where it's fucking... I don't want to dox myself, but it's hot here. Don't ever move here. Google... I don't know if I can listen. Is it gonna be bad if I listen to this? Ah! Eh? Eh? I'm so confused. Oh. That's... it... Okay, wait. Technically, I am curious, guys. Debut stream does not... Like... When people say an undebuted VTuber, right? If a VTuber has made a video, that's not a debut, right? Debut has to be a stream, right? Because before I done my first stream, before I did my debut stream, people were like, "You've already debuted, we've already seen you." Is that how that works? Yeah, I thought it should be a... I thought it should be a stream. I think that is the case, Perry. I feel like VTubers who only post vids... Like, you see so many, like, there are so many VTubers all over YouTube who are, like, not yet debuted, but they already have, like, videos and shorts. Debut first because I have the marketing team to do that. Huh. Wait, so what do we consider debut then? Debut is like, it just has to be an event labeled debut. You could stream, you could make videos before your debut. Either or. You can have a myriad of content before your debut. I feel like that's true though, Perry. I feel like that's true. If they make Let's Plays only and they haven't done this, I feel like they can still say they're undebuted. Okay, so it's just whatever, like, a debut can be whenever you want. You can just be like, I mean, I guess you really only get one, but you can just choose whenever you want and be like, "Oh yeah, I've been making content and streaming for 30 years. I think I'm gonna debut now." Here I am, this is me. I feel like that reminds me of some old Camp Rock Disney song. This is real, this is me, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Did you guys watch that? Did you guys watch those Disney movies? Did you guys watch High School Musical? Is it cringe? Is it cringe that I watched all of those? You want an audience before debuting? Couldn't be me. I don't have an audience even after debuting. Kidding, of course. I love you all. I love you all. But it's It's gonna get so much bigger. It's gonna get so much bigger. That's probably the first time you've heard that. There are 5 of us. That reminds me of the meme where it's like, there are dozens of us. So many. There are dozens of us. We number in the tens.
Not the only thing getting bigger, winking face.
Are you going Super Saiyan? Is that why you're getting bigger? The muscles are getting... The hair is getting bigger? I don't know what you're talking about, Perry. I have a room. I'm currently in my stream room, office, bedroom, hybrid room. My multi-purpose room of my own. The only real room besides my living room. I don't feel strongly one way or another about muscular woman, Ash. I think a pretty woman's a pretty woman, regardless of how much muscle she has. Regardless of how much muscle she has. Okay. How many of you guys know about radar? Radar? Or perhaps you might have heard of the variant that works on me and Ash. It's called gaydar. More muscle equals more better? Maybe I should start working out. Large woman regardless of composition? Interesting. 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 Can you guys even tell what kind of composition a person has? Like, all you can tell is the shape, right? Do you think someone could be like, they could be really fat and the fat was just shaped like muscle and then you'd think they were muscular? Or they could be really muscular, but it was that the muscles were just really smooth for some reason and then you thought they were fat? I can bench 3 plates, Mr. E. I'll go get them from the kitchen right now. I'll go get them from the kitchen right now. I think I can probably do 6. I'm mostly made up of chaos and marshmallows. Aren't those the same thing? 6 plates of nachos? Guys, if I ate enough I could become 1% nacho pretty reasonably. It wouldn't be that many nachos. Okay. About gaydar. I mean radar. About radar. You can bench 180 plates of nachos? Can I eat them afterwards? No, it's fine. I love community reaction. Community interaction. Okay. So if you guys don't know what a radar is, it's a way of tracking how close things are. And what we basically do is we shoot at them. We shoot at them like I shoot at your mother. No. So what it is like we have our radar. And I think it stands for radio detection and ranging. radio detection. Yeah, I think that's that. I think that's right. But anyway, what it does is it shoots stuff out until it hits something, right? Some object. Wow, I really am not on top of my drawing or writing game today. Object. Don't ask me why that J is capitalized. And then what happens is the thing that we shot at it, which turns out to be like electromagnetic waves, bounces back. And then all we do is we calculate how long it took. How long it took to fly there and fly back, right? Because the farther away it is, the further it has to travel, the longer it would take, right? Easy stuff. Easy stuff. It'd be like if you and me were like throwing a football back and forth. If we're really close and I throw you the football and you throw it back, it's really quick. But if we're like super, super far away, and I throw you the football and you throw the football back, it takes way longer, right? Takes way longer. Gaydar is faster than light. Maybe for you, my Gaydar is apparently not up to snuff because sometimes I can't tell when people are even flirting with me. Besides the point though. Yes, the football is really fast and sort of invisible. So invisible to us, okay? But these waves of electromagnetism, or we call it RF for radio frequency, or yeah, I mean you could say it's all sorts of stuff. We need a way, of course, to shoot that, right? So technically we do this with antennas that are two pieces, right? It's two conductors. But for easier example, we're just going to talk about it as if it was one conductor, right? So it's a big old piece of metal. Big old piece of metal. And what we do is we crank the voltage on it up. And when the voltage on it goes up, then that creates a electric field that goes one way, right? And I think these arrows are maybe not the correct directions, but this is just for idea, right? And then after we crank it up, we immediately crank it down, and that reverses the direction of all those electric fields. And that's what we do over and over and over. We crank it up and down and up and down. You might be familiar with that motion, Ash. Up and down and up and down. Like a roller coaster. And then as those fields change, it propagates outwards. Okay? So it goes whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. But you'll notice what I drew was just this one piece of metal, and it shoots the waves all directions. Okay? It shoots them every direction at once. So, if we want a radar that can tell specifically where things are, and we have our one antenna here, and it shoots them every direction, when it hits something, and that bounces back, and all we've paid attention is how long it took to bounce back, we don't know if that object was here, or here, or here. We don't know where it is. We don't know where it is. So if we shoot the energy in every direction, we can't tell which direction it comes back from. I mean, you can, Gojo. I'm not sure I can talk about that with you this lesson, but maybe in the future we can talk about some of the secrets to that. That's some really interesting stuff that I actually know a decent amount about. But anyway, so how we fix this problem of not knowing which direction things are, is we can use certain shapes. We can change the shape of the antenna. Or we can use certain additional geometries. So for instance, what we could have is we could have a similar sort of single antenna, and we can pair it with this parabola type shape. That's why you see like satellite dishes have like the dish, right? Is they have in their middle, they have that piece that generates all the waves, and basically the dish is shaped so that all the waves that come out of it bounce off the dish, and they all go the same direction. Okay? Whoops. How did I get changed color like that? They all go the same direction. So then what we can do now that we have this shape is we can have our radar that shoots in one direction. We call it a beam. That will shoot, this way. And then we can check if something is that direction. And then all we have to do is we turn the radar. We turn the radar to face a different direction, and then we check that direction. And so we can scan large areas in the sky, right? Or in space. With one radar that has a singular beam points a specific direction so we know which way it is, and then we just shoot it a bunch of different directions and see what bounces back. Okay? But this is not always that practical. I can find you, Ash. Don't think I can't, it's really easy. It's so easy for me to find Ash. All I have to do is look in my DMs. But sorry, I forgot. The flirting distracted me. Okay. So what we do when we use radars generally on the ground is we have our radar antenna in this dish sort of setup, and we sweep it around and we just point it different directions and we see which directions it bounces back from. But that's not always super applicable. So what kind of solutions do we have? We have this crazy invented tech called phased arrays. And just let's start back with this idea that a single ball of metal that we just crank the voltage up and down will shoot the waves in every direction, right? Attention, huh? Sounds like a great time to bond. We love team bondage. What? Anyway. If we take multiple of those single elements that shoot waves out in every direction, right? Because I'm going to slightly change how I draw the way that waves go out in every direction, right? So I guess before I drew it like this is the problem with not having lesson planned, right? I drew it maybe in a way that wasn't the best, but now we're gonna switch it so it looks like this, right? Because that's a wave and that goes that direction. This is a wave and it goes this direction. This is a wave and it goes this direction. It shoots the waves in all directions, right? If we choose to take multiple of those and we just put them side by side, just put a bunch of them in you might say in an array. That's why they're called phased arrays. You'll notice that when they shoot their waves, I have to be very careful when drawing this, right? In this direction, because because everyone will shoot a wave in every direction, right? But in this singular direction, all the waves line up. So at this point, they're all high. At this point, they're all low, right? And then they're high again. And you have this pattern of them all being perfectly synced, as long as you crank the voltage up and down on them at the same speed at the same timing. And what happens is, when they're all perfectly in sync like that, you get a phenomenon known as constructive interference. And basically what happens is it makes them all stronger, right? They're all in lockstep working together, and they get really strong working together. Like that team of 6 people working together to lift your mom. So that's in that direction. What about in the other directions, right? Since all of these shoot that RF energy in every direction, they shoot it in other angles too. So what happens to them? Well, this one will shoot a beam. I'll angle it a little more, like so. This one will also shoot a beam, like so. This one will shoot a beam, like so. And this one will also shoot a beam, like so. I think this is maybe... I should have drawn this on a different picture. But something you should note is that they're no longer aligned, right? Because this bottom one is low here, whereas the one above it is high, and then the one below that is low, and then the one above it is high, right? They are no longer perfectly aligned with each other. We no longer have that constructive interference. In fact, what we can have is we have what's called destructive interference, and instead of getting stronger, instead of them all making each other stronger, they make each other weaker. So in the first direction, right, in the direction that goes this way, they make each other stronger, and the beam is very strong. And in this direction, they make each other weaker, and the beam is very weak. So by having these elements that are all perfectly synchronized in the release of RF, we can do the same thing as the dish, where we essentially end up with only one direction. We focus that RF into a single beam. Instead of shooting it out every direction, it really is only strong in one direction. Strong in this direction, and it's weak in this and that. And, you know, basically all the other directions are going to be weaker. There will be a couple where they just happen to line up well enough that they get sort of strong, but really there's going to be one singular strongest point. Okay? So now we have another way to create a beam. How is that helpful? Why do we not just use the dishes? Well, let's look at something cool, right? Oh no. Oh no. I did things badly with my layers. Oh well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So we talked about how the real beam is the friends we made along the way. Yes. Yes, you're part of my beam. You're part of my Break-A-Bell beam of beloved Break-A-Bell viewers. So remember I said in order to have that constructive interference in this direction, they were all perfectly synced. We cranked their voltages up and down at the same rate. At the same time, they were all perfectly in sync. What happens if we change the timing? Let's say instead of cranking them all up and down at the same time, let's say we'll label this 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll say 1 fires first, 2 second, 3 third, and 4 last, right? So when 4 fires, 3 has already traveled some distance. Okay? 3 has already covered some distance because it got a head start. So now that beam is here. And then 2, of course, had a bigger head start. So that beam is here. And 1 had an even bigger head start. That beam is here. Again, notice, at this point, this one is high, this one is low, this one is high. We have that destructive interference. They are no longer making each other stronger anymore. So now, just by changing a little bit of timing, our beam forward no longer worky. Beam forward no longer worky. What about those other directions? Okay, if we again do our drawing, we'll do a fresh one this time because last time it didn't go so well and we need to learn our lesson. In the angled direction, 4 gets launched last. So when 4 has gotten launched, 3 has a little bit of a head start. So it's gone a little bit further. And it shoots a beam that's like here. 2 has an even bigger head start. So it's gotten further. And it has a beam like here. And 1, of course, has the biggest head start because it launched first. And it's a beam like here. Sorry, I'm saying beam, but it's like a wave, really. Use the wrong word. What do you know? Now we have that constructive interference again, right? This is all high. This is all low, right? So, just by changing the timings, instead of having them perfectly in sync, if we just delay some of them, we now can make the beam not go straight forwards like it was. It doesn't go this way. Instead, it goes this way. You're my constructive interference. I'll be your destructive interference because I'm gonna destroy you. If you know what I mean. So, if you look at this, these phased array antennas, all they are is their normal antennas in a big ass array. And what we do is we change their timings. So we can have them go straight forwards by perfectly syncing them. We can have them go to the left by making the right one fire first. Or we can have them go to the right by making the left one fire first. And all we need to do to change directions is just change the timing, right? Changing the timing on a wave, right? Changing it to be a little bit earlier shifts its phase. Its phase, what do you know? We're shifting its phase. I wonder why they're called phased array antennas. We shift their phase and they're in a big array. So, phased array antennas have this remarkable ability where you don't have to turn the actual antenna. All you have to do is you have to control the timing on each of its little elements, and that will steer the beam. And you might think, but Bell, how is this useful? Why don't we just use the dish and turn it like we were talking about before, right? We just have a dish and all we do is we rotate it to face different directions to point the beam other ways. Well, sometimes you can't rotate it. Sometimes you don't have space to rotate it. Sometimes you don't have a big ass motor to rotate it. What's an example? I didn't even think that this was like a smiley face at first, but oh, was I blocking your drawing view? Sorry. What I was drawing is a radar dish in one direction, and then you rotate it to another direction, right? I didn't draw a booba, it's a smiley face, you perv. Oh, I will, Ash. I'll rotate you every which direction. It'll be like you're on a merry-go-round. But an example of why you can't rotate everything, right, is fighter jets. Okay, so you have a fighter jet. I'm gonna try top view, I guess. You have a fighter jet. Wow, that wing shape is not at all symmetrical, but it doesn't matter. If you don't know, fighter jets have radars, and where they store their radar is in the nose cone. In the nose cone. The nose cone obviously isn't that big. You don't have space for a bunch of fancy machinery that's gonna fit this big ass bowl and it's gonna turn it. In the tip? In the tip? I don't know what you're doing in the tip, but I'm interested. So you can't necessarily fit a big ass dish in here. So this is where they'll use phased arrays. Because all you have to do, you have to put a bunch of little elements and it'll steer itself, right? You just have a computer that controls it and it can steer the beam this way, and steer the beam this way, and steer the beam this way. And for those of you who might be like, but Bell, why don't you just have a radar dish that points one way and then you turn the plane? Do you want to have to turn the plane when you're in the middle of fighting another plane? Do you want to have to turn your plane when you might not want to? Like, don't you want to just be able to go whatever direction you want? You don't want to have to be forced into going a specific direction to get your radar on something. That would really suck. That would make it really easy for them to know which way you're going. And it would mean you wouldn't be able to turn, make you a real easy target. So we use the phase arrays. And that way, we can fly the plane any direction we want. We can fly it straight to your mom's house. We can fly it straight to Ash's house. We can fly it straight to Hawaii, straight to Alaska. And we can still point the radar whichever way we want. Turn the plane in the landing pattern? Mystery, what do you mean it's not the size that matters? Huh? It's not the size that matters? I think the size matters quite a bit. I think the size matters quite a bit. But this was really like, I don't know if any of you guys knew about this technology before, but when I learned about this technology, I was like, oh, it makes so much sense. Thank you for throwing things at me. Thank you for throwing things at me. Like we throw the radar waves, the RF waves all at once from our phased arrays. Thank you. But I thought this was super cool to learn. What makes you think I don't have radar, huh? Huh? I could have dodged it. I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to. I wanted you to hit me. What? I mean, I wanted you to hit on me. I wanted your throwing to land. It's not like I like you or anything, Baka. It makes a lot of sense, Ellie. I'm glad. I'm glad. I hope it wasn't too like it's in some sense, I don't think it's something that you might think about just existing, but once you like hear it and once it's explained to you, I feel like it does seem very intuitive, right? And that's some of the really cool stuff about engineering, is sometimes there's like really cool, amazing answers to things that are right in front of our eyes and we just don't see them until someone figures them out. Till someone figures them out. But now you know. Now you know. And now you can build your own at-home radar that points in whatever direction you want without having to point it, so that you can track the government spy satellites that are watching you. You can track the birds that are watching you. The secret NSA drone birds. You can track them all. Point them at me. Why are you pointing things at me, Belle? I said my own name when I meant to say Ash. Guys, have you ever done that and your brain fries and then you fucking say something really stupid? My brain's always fried. So I'm always talking about stupid stuff. Do any of you have questions on this? What do you guys think? What do you guys think about phased arrays? I'll phase your rays. Our brain cells entangle? You mean our brain cells singular? Our brain cells singular. Can you spy on your neighbors with this technology? Yes. Yes, you can. In fact, you can spy on your neighbors without this technology. You just look through their window. Like me. Like a normal Break a Bell viewer. You just look through their window. As your Oshi has instructed. Do I have experience spying on my neighbors? No. But sometimes I wonder if they spy on me, because what I do is... Chat, I'm going to say something that I don't know how you guys feel about, but I have my living room, right? We're just gonna draw just the room. Has a big, like, sliding glass window type door thing. And of course it has blinds.
Breaking news. Local engineering VTuber cancelled for admitting she spies on her neighbors.
They're not gonna cancel me for that. They're not gonna cancel me for that, because if they try and cancel me, they're not gonna like what happens. And they know it. So I'm uncancelable. but big ass clear glass window. And of course I like privacy. I like being able to walk around maybe a little less clothed. So I always have the blinds. The blinds, of course, are like the big turny ones that are like, it's a bunch of little flaps on a string and they like turn. So you like put them out and they...
Breaking news. Local VTuber threatening our reporters. More at 11.
Turned like that, so that people can't technically see through, like, this like little, people can't like see through this, supposedly, with enough overlap. And I turn them specifically one direction, because over here is my bathroom, and I don't want to necessarily have to worry about walking out of the bathroom and someone's seeing something. But my kitchen is like here. So sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes Belle's a little less clothed than other times and wants a snack, and she has to walk out this way. And I think it's very possible if someone were watching, they could see through the same angle as the blinds. I mean, not that you should. But Ash, if you move near me, there's an apartment this direction. There's an apartment this direction. I think it might be an opportune angle. Shower nachos? Yes, Ellie. Yes, shower nachos. That sounds like they'd get so soggy. That sounds like it'd be so soggy. And I'm keeping all the shower nachos for myself, alright? I'm not sharing. Alright? They're mine. They're nachos. Cause I'm greedy. I'm greedy like that. Just like Ash. Ash is nachos. Ash is mine. How did we come up on this topic? Oh, neighbor spying. Neighbor spying. You know, I know a lot of ways you can spy on your neighbor too. Did you know? Did you know that your computer... So if your computer, of course, is, you know, a tower computer, a PC, and then it goes to your monitor, which has the cute anime girls on it. There's this cable. It might be HDMI. It might be DisplayPort. I hope it's not something other than those two. I hope you're not stuck in the past using VGA. But this cable conducts electricity. And when there's electricity, of course, you have electromagnetic waves that come out of it. Did you know people can read those? You can just be on your computer looking at those pretty anime girls, and your neighbor, if they're properly set up, they can read those electromagnetic waves and know what's on your monitor. I'm not even pulling this out of my ass. This is like a real thing. Ash, you did know about it. Yeah, they're called Tempest attacks. They're called Tempest attacks. And I think it's actually insane. I think it's actually insane that we can do that, but apparently that's a thing. Apparently that's a thing, and that's why, like, I think if you work in some, like, branches of government, you're not allowed to use certain types of cable. Like, you're not allowed to use one of the old, I think it's VGA. You're not allowed to use VGA because they think that some guy in China has the technology to read your VGA signals too well from too far away, and they don't want the China spies spying on you. So, just know nothing's safe. Nothing's safe. I see what's on your monitor. I see your browser history. I see it all. Nothing is safe from me. Nothing is safe from my eyes. Are you bonking the spies, Gojo? Now, I mean, I also want to point out, I used this image of the PC and the monitor because I think this is really easy to think about and it's really easy to visualize. But even your phone, which is all one piece, has little wires in it that go everywhere. And technically it should be, I'm pretty sure somewhere out there for China or Russia or the KGB or NSA or whatever, someone probably has found a way to do it with your phone. They don't even need to be near you. They just point a big ass inductor at your phone and they see all the hentai you're watching. Do a power line analysis attack, which allows you to recover crypto keys by... You can recover my key, Ash. Key to the back door. Easy access to my bedroom. Huh. Ash, why do you know all of this? Why do you know all of this? Are you super hacker, man? Are you stealing my private data as we speak? Don't look in the folder titled homework. Definitely don't look in that folder. Or the one titled tax documents. Don't look in that one. Or the one titled definitely not prawn. Don't look in that one either. Ash and Gojo are feds? Well, if Gojo's a fed, then this sting operation's getting me. I'm taking those bits every time, even if they're a bait. Even if they're a bait. You were doing red team stuff, huh? Pen testing, huh? Pen testing. Bet you know all about penetration. Mystery, I'm sure there's all sorts of ways that you can try and throw them off. Mainly by, what you're talking about is introducing noise, essentially, right? You basically create a bunch of shit to confuse them. But I'm pretty sure they can sort through it. Pretty sure they can. Interestingly enough, I think insulating the wire is not necessarily, like, you said insulate. I think that's an inaccuracy. What really you want is so if your wire's like this, right? What you want is not an insulator, you want a conductor. You want shielding is what it's called, right? And there's a lot of wires that have shields, but, shielding is not ever, 100%. But the idea is it's metal so that when the electromagnetic waves go out, it gets more or less absorbed by the shield. Yeah, Faraday cage. It's the same, Faraday cage is the same thing. And you can do stuff with Faraday. There's like Faraday paint. You can paint your walls. And that just has little specks of metal in it to do this. But if we're talking about the idea of, you put out a bunch of like static on monitors, that's creating noise. There's actually something really similar for radars. If you want to hide from radars, right? The idea is that they, with their system, I'm drawing a dish, but it could be a phased array, right? They shoot out a beam like here, and that's at one point in time, and they shoot out a beam like here at another point in time, and they shoot out a beam like here at a different point in time. What you can do if you want to hide from radars, since Gojo was asking about hiding from radars, I don't know why you're asking about hiding from radars, Gojo, but I'll tell you. What you can do is if you're listening to the radar calls, right? You know what signal they're shooting out. And you know what signal they're shooting out. What you can do is you can shoot signals back at them. At the wrong time. So you can shoot a signal back, right, from here, if this is where you are. And you can time it so that they would think it was from here. Now, you also have to change the signal, right? Because normally their signals aren't all the same. It's like this one would be signal A, this one would be signal B, this one would be signal C, right? But if you from this location shoot a signal back at them that looks like signal A, and it times the same way signal A would time if it bounced off something out there, to them it'll look like there's something here. It'll look like there's something there when there isn't. And we call that clutter, right? The idea of clutter is like, you're out there, the radar can probably see you, but you're just gonna put a bunch of random shit on the radar too, so the radar can't tell what's you and what's clutter. Radar detector, detector, detector? Is that, let me guess, that's what cops use to find you if you have a radar detector in your car. Because I know that's like a whole big thing, right? People are afraid of cops with the radars, so they get like radar detectors in their cars. And that's like super illegal to run those. And so I'm sure cops have ways to detect those too. What do you mean, the only state where... I thought radar detectors were illegal in a lot of places. Did I just dox where I am? I mean, speeding's illegal everywhere, Ash. That's why it's speeding. Otherwise, they'd just call it driving. But yeah, so, I mean... If you wanted the full radars, half the battle is you make it so that you don't bounce the signal back to them. Right? They shoot a signal at you, and you do your best to bounce as little of it back at them as possible. The other half of the battle is you put a bunch of shit everywhere. You clutter everything, so they think there's stuff everywhere, and then they can't know where you are. Then they can't know where you are. It's like if you broke into my house, I don't know why you'd break into my house. You broke into my house looking for me. And what I had cardboard cutouts standing everywhere that looked just like me, and you're like, what the fuck? Why are there so many cardboard cutouts? Where's the real Belle? Which one's real? You would never, it would take you a little bit to process it. You're turning around every corner like, there's 5 of them here. Are any of them real? Is that one real? Is this one real? I live on the moon? No comment. No comment. The only reason you should think I live on the moon is because I'm out of this world. Out of this world. Amongst the stars. Am I real? How can Belle be real if our eyes aren't real? That's the question. That's the question. But it's interesting that you know so much about this stuff, Ash. You'll have to pen test for me sometime. You'll have to pen test for me sometime. What do you mean your imagination isn't creative enough to make me up? It did. It did. I am imaginated. Imaginated. That's a word. That's a made-up word, but all words are made up, so it's fine. Too crazy pill? Speeding is legal everywhere as long as it's less than 10 over? I don't think that's true. I think that is like they can choose to let you go, but also they can choose to pull you over if they want. They can choose to pull you over if they want. Freaky Bell? Yeah, I'm Freakabell. I'm Freakabell. I'm Freakabell. Everything is legal if you don't get caught? That's an interesting take. That's an interesting take.
Laws are threats made by the dominant socioeconomic ethnic group in a given nation. It's just the promise of violence that's enacted, and the police are basically an occupying army. You know what I mean?
That's like kinda too real for me, I'm not gonna lie. You remember what country I live in, right? You remember what country I live in. And what police do here, right? You're a bot, so they can't give you a ticket if you speed? Who's the top? Who's the top, Jojo? Who's the top? I guess the top would be the cop, right? They're the one pulling out the handcuffs. What do you mean you do, Ash? You remember what country I live in? It's Norwegian, of course. That's the country I live in. Norwegia, baby. Norwegian. Sweetina. Gayville? I'm the fucking president of Gayville. No, that's probably you. I'd probably be more like lieutenant governor or whatever. But yeah, I really just intended to talk about phased arrays today, but somehow we ended up talking about Tempest attacks and clutter and other stuff. Which is kinda cool, right? Because this is like, you guys see movies like Top Gun, right? Do you guys like movies like Top Gun? The cool super, not superhero, but the like super actiony fighter jet type stuff? War movies? Top Gun talks about stuff like this because they've got those surface to air missiles, right? They've got different types of missiles. And you know how you deal with missiles when they get shot at you? Besides dying? You use clutter, right? So when you're flying your plane, short stubby wings for some reason, because I guess we've upgraded to really stubby, ugly looking fighters, and someone shoots a missile at you, right? You see in Top Gun, they're like, shoot flares, right? Because they're like little, like, fireballs that launch out. Flares Flares are just clutter, right? You're just putting a bunch of fake targets out there, and you're hoping that the missile chases one, because it's hot. For the heat-seeking ones. But a lot of missiles aren't heat-seeking nowadays. A lot of missiles are radar-based nowadays. So you need something for that too. And when you've got a radar missile, you still need that same clutter. You still need a fake target. So what do planes do? They have this other thing. Instead of flares, it's
He'll
called
be your
chaff.
heat-seeking missile winking face.
Chaff is like... What of my heat are you gonna seek? Huh? The hottest parts of me? Like my face? Chaff is like the flares, but instead of for infrared and hot and heat seeking, chaff is for radar. And you know what chaff is? It's just foil. It's just little bits of like scrap metal. We just shoot out a bunch of like foil and aluminum and shit into the air, and then the radar missile's like, huh? I see radar responses from here and here and here and here, and then it hopefully goes after one of them. No one made an in-heat joke? Why would I make an in-heat joke? That's not a joke for me. I'm just in heat all my life. That's just my life, Perry. The volleyball scene, huh, Mystery? You're a fan of the volleyball scene. You're a man of taste. You're a man of taste. I like the volleyball scene too. Thank you. I'm starting... There's like a little bit of a trend or tradition I have of... It started with Christmas. Christmas is the day we watch Star Wars. And when I say we, I mean just me, because my family doesn't do it with me. But Christmas is Star Wars Day. And then last year, I started a new tradition because I was at my friend's house for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's is Lord of the Rings Day. Thanksgiving's Lord of the Rings Day. And now I'm thinking we can do all the holidays. All the big holidays, we can do movies. And I'm thinking either 4th of July or maybe Veterans Day. We should do Top Gun. We should do Break a Bell movie night for 4th of July, Top Gun. We can do a watch along. Would you guys be interested? Sweaty Tom Cruise. Sweaty. Just the way I like it. What? I mean stinky. Gross. I definitely don't like things hot and sweaty. What do you mean Christmas is Die Hard Day? No, I just told you Christmas is Star Wars Day. Christmas is Star Wars Day. You need something super hopeful like Star Wars. What puts you more into the spirit of giving in Christmas than a guy getting his arm chopped off, huh? What's more Christmassy than getting your arm chopped off? Christmas is not Die Hard Day. Christmas is Star Wars Day. I will concede that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, just like all the other classic Christmas movies. But Christmas Day is reserved for Star Wars. Because Christmas Day is supposed to be a magical day, and Star Wars is a magical feeling movie. Die Hard is not a magical feeling movie. Okay? I mean, Die Hard, I feel like is more a Veterans Day or Memorial Day or even a Labor Day. I think Die Hard could be a Labor Day movie. Labor Day for Die Hard. Because you go out and you work hard and you labor and then you die. Hard. I mean, I don't know why you'd be hard when you die. But that's not really my problem, is it? Bisexual Visibility Day movie? What day is that? Are you talking about Singles Awareness Day, Valentine's Day? I definitely haven't participated in Singles Awareness Day every day of every February 14th since the conception of my life. I've definitely not been alone every single Valentine's Day ever. I've definitely been with people on Valentine's Day before. I'm definitely not alone. Not doomed to die alone. An old
Your
cat
mom.
lady. You're right. You're right. I was never alone because sometimes when I was a kid, I was alone. Thank you for throwing things at me. Thank you for the bike and the present and all the... and all the nuts. Rambo is another good Christmas movie? What? What did you not get about the magical feeling of Christmas? Huh? Huh? Is that what you want in your Christmas? You just want bloody murder, death? If that's what you want, I nominate Kill Bill. Kill Bill. Think of Kill Bill as a Christmas. Kill Bill, actually, I think Kill Bill could be a great Christmas movie, except it's not better than Star Wars. Maybe you should try that next time. You should try Kill Bill Christmas Day. Only one person dies in Rambo? Is that true? I actually don't know if I've seen it. American Psycho is a good Christmas movie? I feel like that's a similar vein as like Kill Bill. What do you mean the magical feeling of these nuts? Huh? Huh, Ash? There's nothing magical about him. I would know because I feel him every night. What? Yeah? Rambo takes place... Just because it takes place on Christmas Day doesn't mean that's what you should watch on Christmas Day. Okay? Let's clear this up. You should, on Christmas Day, you should watch a movie that gets you most into the magical Christmas spirit, and that's Star Wars. That's Star Wars. Where we swing frickin' laser swords at each other and chop our hands off.
Mid-wars.
Mods invert his balls. Mods lick his feet. Mods bite his ears off. Arrest that man. I mean, I don't disagree, Ash. We love some Sesbian Lex, but Star Wars is awesome. And it's the perfect vibe for Christmas. But how How dare you say mid-wars? You know what was mid-wars? You know what was mid-wars? The Civil War. The Civil War was mid-wars. The Revolutionary War was mid-wars. World War I and II were mid-wars. Okay? But don't you ever fucking say that about Star Wars. My mom's the perfect vibe for Christmas. I thought you were getting me a different vibe for Christmas. Huh? What happened to that promise, Ash? Shaped like an ornament? Yep. You'd need a really big tree, though. A really, really big tree. I'm not even kidding. That thing would... I mean, she is very large. You would need a very, very big tree. Those were during wars? What do you mean during wars? What do you mean during wars? They were wars, and the tier they were was mid. Mid. Right? Because there's right, there's left. Oh, there's right, there's left, and there's mid. And that's what those wars were. I should really fix the orientation on my Stream Deck so that it's not middle, left, right. I should make it left, right, middle. Or left, middle, right. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. A Bell stream is never mid? Thanks. Are you gonna say it's not mid because it's bot? Because it's low? Because it's
Bell,
the
we
worst?
accept your orientation as is. No need to change.
You accept my orientation? Thank you. I'm so glad people accept me. I'm so glad you guys love my identity. I love being able to outwardly admit that I identify as an attack helicopter. Hot, sticky load everywhere. What? Hot, fiery napalm everywhere. Are you... Why the bonks? Why the bonks, Gojo? Attack helicopters dropping hot, fiery napalm everywhere. Ellie, you heard me. You heard me. That's what I identify as. Watch me spin up the engine and spin up the rotor.
Bell's pronouns are soy.
Spinning. Oh, someone toggled the cat? Right. Meow. Right. Guys, someone teach me to roll my R's, because every time I try and roll my R's, I'm like, right. Thank you for the cat girl redeem. Did it time so that I turned into a cat girl just as I spun? Maybe I am a magical girl, and that's my transition. Maybe that's my transition. If I spin, not cat girl anymore. And if I spin again, cat girl. Who would have thought? What do you mean transition these nuts? How does that even work? What does that even mean? No one knows what that means. I'll transition them from normal nuts into inverted. I'll invert your balls. Testicular torsion? Yes. transition them from one direction and then spin, transition them into another direction. Owie. Owie. I can only imagine the pain. I can only imagine the pain. But you were asking for it, Ash. You were asking for them nuts to be transitioned. Is that what you're into? Is that what you like? Ash, why are you... I don't think that's healthy. Oh, booba torsion. No, don't say something like that. I can imagine the pain. I can imagine the pain already. What do you mean, booba wear? What do you mean, booba wear? You look at me, and you tell me there's no booba here. You tell me you don't see the physics. You tell me you don't feel the gravitational pull. Huh? Is that how you feel? I'm sure you feel the gravitational pull. I know it.
IDK, the other outfit, had more movement.
That's just because I didn't have as much support in that one. Okay? I mean, I just have better support in this outfit, okay? I like to show up to work prepared and not all over the place. All wars are mid, mister. I mean, fair. That's probably a super old comment, but fair. But also, I feel like if they're all gonna be anything, they should all be low, because war is bad. We don't like war. No one wins in war. Okay? No one wins in war. Besides the war on your mom. And that's when everyone wins. That's when everyone wins. Because we love teaming up on her. And she's so big we might as well call that World War III. Make love to hot lesbians instead of war? I mean... You have my attention. You have my attention. War, what is it good for? Nothing. War is not good for anything. Don't misunderstand. I'm not a proponent of war. That's why I don't want to see a bunch of people die. I want it to just be Star Wars, where instead of dying, you just cut off their hand and then let them burn in a lava pit. Burn in the lava pit, Anakin. You were the chosen one. You were the chosen one. You were my brother. You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. What do you mean pro-war? I'm not pro-war. I'm pro-Star Wars. Pro-Star Wars. Sorry, I'm playing around with stuff. What? Wait, is that a thing, Ellie? I did not know that command is a thing, and I'm very suspicious because I don't think I've set up, like, any pay system. Does that work? Oh, there's no but. Okay. You had me. I was worried someone was gonna steal your money. I'm not sure. Should I set that up or should I delete the command? I should delete the command. Pro Star War. I should start Star War. You're gonna give me money, Ash. Are you paying for my services? Meow. Meow. Leave the money on the nightstand. Meow. I'm glad you guys like the bonk emote. I'm really glad that we got the bonk emote. That's one of my favorites. It's not quite the same flow as Henya's, but I think it's still pretty good. And I wasn't sure how it would scale with the like little tiny Twitch chat size, but I think it looks pretty clean. What do you guys think? Do you guys like any of the other emotes? We're going to horny jail together, Ash? We're going together? Who's putting the cuffs on who? How are you rank 1 out of 0? I'm so confused. How did you... Hold on, let me bring up my stream elements and sort out which of these commands I should have. Okay. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Discord command works, right? Yeah. Wait, how do quotes work? What are all these commands? Should I have all of these commands? You're gonna mute me? Mystery, when I have the ability to do YouTube emotes, I will give you the YouTube emotes. I will give the YouTube emotes to you. What was that, Ash? What was that? Why were there 86 messages? Oh, I guess it deleted your old messages. What are you doing that's timing you out? Also, Gojo, you misspelled points. You misspelled points. Spelling error. Why are you vanishing in a puff of What? Are you gonna kill? Don't kill him, Ash. Don't kill him. How do you... Someone DM me what command you used to... Oh, here we go. How are you timing yourselves out? Why are you allowed to time people out? Ah. Top users in the community based on points and watch time. How does this work? I see. So is that what you do when you wanna hide the fact that you've said super sussy stuff like Ash? Huh, Ash? You trying to erase all evidence of our interactions? You can't. You can't escape me. There's no escaping me. I'm going to be with you wherever you go. You can't get away that easily. You can't. And if you try, you know what happens. You know what happens. I also am a big fan of the smug emote. I wonder if I should edit the smug emote to have like an open mouth version too, and then that can be my Fugi. Guys, what do the other channels you guys go to have all these commands set up? Yes, that is exactly how I look when I'm talking. Ellie is No. No. You're not allowed to be mod. Ash. You're not allowed to be mod. Yeah, so, I mean, I get that they're defaults. I get their defaults, Ellie, but do other streamers that you watch have them all set up? Don't ban me. Don't ban me. I see. I wonder how some of them work. How does the duel work? Does one of you get banned? Does one of you get banned? For my entertainment? And is it spelled dual UA, like 2, or dual UE? Like, I'm gonna shoot you, duel. I'm gonna shoot you, because I've got a gun. I've got a gun. Don't kill me. Besides with kindness and love. Besides with kindness and love, you can kill me with kindness and love. Or you can try. You can try. But since you guys have found all these, now I'm gonna go set them up. I'm gonna set them up after the stream, and we're gonna have more fun times next time. I'm super glad you guys are helping me find ways to make the stream better. How do you guys feel about those like stream avatars that have like little ferrets or whatever, little Goomba guys, whatever? If you're in chat, it makes you a little avatar. Ash, why do you need a command to that? I don't think you need a command. I don't think you need a command for that. I think it happens every night anyway. What? do. Guys, I think streaming is a good workout for me, because every time I stream, I always end up with really sore cheeks from smiling so much. It's really sore cheeks. The smiling muscles are getting such a good workout. What do you mean, pile drive? That doesn't mean what I think it means, right? Ellie?
That's
Ellie,
not the only sore part, winking face.
What do you mean, Ash? That is the only sore part. It's really sore cheeks. You would know, right? You'd know about sore cheeks? From smiling a lot, that would make your cheeks sore. Or from the facial expressions I give you when we're alone. Certain facial expressions. Smiling, of course. Smiling all cute, like just like this. Just like this. Gosh, one of these days I have to figure out how to not be horny all the time, because oh my god, I feel like I'm turning into a booba streamer. I literally taught a lesson and suddenly we went to Horny Town. This is your fault, Ash. This is your fault. Too adorable. I'm not banning you from chat. You can't get away from me that easily. You can't get away from me that easily. I need to keep you around for reasons. Like harvesting you for money. I did not draw booba during the lesson. Those were not those were radar dishes. I can't believe you guys would think that I was drawing booba. You know I could get banned for that, right? Is that what you want? You want me to get banned? And maybe we did start in Horny Town. Maybe we did, but I don't really have an answer for that. Ellie's like, bye-bye, I'm reporting you right now. TOS is coming for you. TOS is coming for you. I hope not. I hope not. That's kind of... Aren't you gonna be sad without me around? If you lose your Oshi? Just think, if the world lost me, that'd be like a whole 5 people sad. You're gonna laugh at me if I get banned? Is that how it is? Move to OnlyFans. I'll post pictures of literal fans. Literal fans. The spinny kind. They go spin, spin, spin and blow a bunch of air. Just like you go spinny, spin, spin and blow. What? Huh? Would save brain cells? Skill issue, we're just talking about them wanting me to get banned. What bad fans? They want their Oshi banned. They'll regret it one day. They'll regret it one day when I'm the super streamer of existence and I'm the next Gargura 3. Probably there'll be a 2 before then. You have to go eat? I'll see you there. We're going to that one restaurant, right? The all-you-can-eat buffet? I also should probably eat. Any suggestions for what I should have for dinner tonight? I normally rotate through just a couple of different restaurants, and I feel like I'm sort of bored of almost all of them. A home-cooked meal? Well, that's not an option for me, Mystery. I don't know how to cook, and I think you knew that, and I think you're just bullying me. Because you know I can't cook. The one where I'm the main spread? I'm spreading something. What? Spreading these nuts on your face. Spreading these nuts on your face. Bet you didn't see that one coming. Okay. for the sake of me being able to eat. Okay, Skillish, you say everything's, oh, it's so easy. You know, you're like, oh, learn Chinese, it's so easy. I Googled it, and Chinese is one of the hardest language to learn for English speakers, okay? Stop saying things are easy just because you can do them. Okay? I mean, I can do multivariable calculus. Is it fair for me to say that's easy when you can't do it? No? Huh? Huh? I'm going to Tempest attack you, Ash, and find all the things that you have on your computer and all the things that you watch at night, and I'm gonna publish them online as vengeance. Right after I add them to my personal downloads folder for research purposes. Calculus stream went. Mystery, I know you want help with calculus. The other day when I was prepping to I was prepping how I would do a certain other lesson, I was like, oh, I could probably do the calculus to derive this, and I started working on it, and I started doing the differential equations, and I wrote them down, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. It's been too many years. I'm done now. I'm done. I think that these eyes with the cat ears are hilarious. Ordering sushi. I want sushi. I want a poke bowl. I'm gonna get a poke bowl if they're open. I'm so hungry right now, guys. Okay, for real. I hope you guys liked the lesson. We'll be back Friday and Saturday for video games and other things, and probably some flirting with Ash or whatever the hell we do normally. Friday, Saturday, 9 p.m. Pacific. And I hope you guys have a good night. We're gonna raid someone. We're gonna raid Royal B, who has the super thirsty emote. We're gonna raid Royal B, who has the super thirsty emote. And wait, raid message. What did the other one look like? It was this? Or something like that? Get your raid messages ready. Get your raid messages ready. Okay. Like I said, we'll be back Friday, Saturday, 9 p.m. And then next week I'm on work travel, so no Tuesday stream. But we might have something fancy in store for you on Sunday. Maybe a surprise. So have a good one. I look forward to seeing you at my next streams. Bye-bye. Be good raiders.